I've just come out of the Belarusian embassy here in Kiev to get my visa because I'm planning to study Belarusian, the language. I've been invited by a language school to learn Belarusian in Minsk, and I have no visa. I went there and they told me apparently in their system it says that I'm a person banned from entry to Belarus. So what the heck, Belarus? I'm BFB? Banned from Belarus? Всем привет! Welcome to Kiev in Ukraine. So did you know that if you want to go visa-free to the neighboring country Belarus, you can only stay for 5 days. If you're American, or North American, like American, Canadian, or you're a European, Western European, like French, German, or British. But in this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can stay longer than the 5 days visa-free and the bureaucratic process that you will need to go through. So let's go together and go get a Belarusian visa. Welcome back to this vlog about getting a visa for Belarus, and you may notice that I'm not actually in Kiev right now. I've come to Odessa on the Black Sea in southern Ukraine for a few days while I wait for my visa to be processed. So what happened in Kiev is that I had to do everything really rushed. It's one of the reasons why I hate getting visas so much. I had my letter of invitation. That's actually because I'm going to study Belarusian and I was invited by a school there in Minsk. So that's all sorted out. So I got that letter. I then had to fill out an application form, which was like 2 pages long, and fill out by pen. I had to go and get a pen. I needed a photo. I had to go and get the photo taken in Kiev, and I had to dash to the embassy, to the Belarusian embassy there, because of course it's only open at certain times of the day for getting your visa processed, and I have some branches here as I zip along. I'm actually in Park Shevchenko in Odessa. So basically I dropped everything off, just about made it to the embassy. There was like 15 minutes before they would close, and then you'll have to buy the insurance for your trip there. Basically normally they don't accept whatever kind of coverage you have already. They basically, I've never heard of anyone actually managing getting it on their other insurance that they have normally. So you have to buy special insurance, which you buy in front of the embassy, and that cost me an extra basically an extra 10 euros or 12 US dollars to get. And yeah, the visa itself for me, for Europeans and for Americans in general, it's going to cost 60 euros for you to get your visa. So that's how much it cost me. And if you want to expedite it, like have it within 2 days, then you got to pay double the fee. So you got to pay 120 euros. It's about it's probably about 135 US dollars right now. Or you can pay 60 euros, somewhere around 70 US dollars to have it within a week. That's what I went for. I went for the cheaper option. Wow, the sun is so bright when I step out here. So yeah, that was how much it cost me. That's why I'm here in Odessa actually for the week while I wait for my visa to be processed. I'm not in my home country, and that was fine with the Belarusian embassy in Kiev, and also fine with the Belarusian embassy in Bucharest in Romania when I called them. But I had actually called the Belarusian embassy in Brussels, Belgium, and they told me basically, no, we will not process your visa here because you're not resident in Belgium, and that means you got to go to London. That's the nearest embassy that will process it. So that was not very helpful, because why should I travel to London and hang out there for a week, or even if I get it expedited for 2 days and pay to be in London for another reason than getting a Belarusian visa. That was definitely pretty annoying. That's kind of an overview of everything I needed to do for my Belarusian visa. I'm going to be showing a little bit more tomorrow in Kiev when I actually get my hands on it. So there you go. So from me in Odessa, Mama, I'll see you back in Kiev. So today is the big day. I'm going to go to the Belarusian embassy to hopefully pick up my visa this time. In the past I've had a few issues, but I have this little ticket. So yeah, gonna go down there. Hopefully it all goes well, and then I can tick off this requirement. Something I really don't like doing, as I said before, having to go and get visas, but this is an exception. So let's go and see how I get on the embassy. So we have success. I'm here, and I have, let me show you. It's very windy. I'm not sure if the audio is going to come out very well, but here we have success, Belarusian visa. I'm not sure if that zooms in accurately for you, but I'm going to Belarus, going to be there next week. Looking forward to making lots of content. Yeah, you know probably the backstory about how I didn't get my visa last time, so this time, whoop, thumbs up to Belarus. Basically, that's it for today's video. I gotta rush back to Odessa because I have a hair appointment, and as regular viewers know, I have a little thing about my hair that I only let a few hairdressers in the world touch it. So that's why I gotta rush back now to Odessa. I'm gonna take this BlaBlaCar that you should see behind me. It's gonna bring me all the way to Odessa. Very convenient service and quite cheap. Actually a little bit cheaper than a bus, and gets you there a bit quicker and a bit more in comfort. So if you like this video, usual protocol, big thumbs up, squeeze the subscribe button, whack the notification bell beside it so you get my notifications. And if you're interested in going deeper into traveling and things about visas and all that kind of good stuff, then for sure check out the course that I have below. I have a free part of the course. Just sign up by email, go take a look at it, and I'll get you set up if you plan to visit this region, whether it happens to be Ukraine, Belarus, or other places like Moldova, Romania. So that's it from this video. I'm rushing down to Odessa Mama, do pobачення from Kiev, Ukraine. So that's not my play button yet, but yeah, would have thought my hairdresser, he has already the 100 subscriber play button from YouTube, so heading for that pretty soon. Let's see how long it takes me.